They say the sea hides monsters older than memory. Some whisper of one so foul, so loathsome, that even the ocean itself seems to recoil at its presence. This horror is the Nuckelavee, the skinless demon of the sea. Welcome to the Midnight Law Society, where shadows speak and the forgotten tales of the dark still linger. Tonight, we unravel the legend of the most feared creature in all of Orkney lore. The Nuckelavee comes from the windswept Isles of Scotland, born of the ancient Norse imagination and feared well into the Gaelic age, described as half horse, half man, and yet neither. It is a grotesque fusion of beast and rider. Its human torso is fused grotesquely to the back of a massive horse, its arms dragging so long they scrape the ground, its mouth twisted into a maw of venomous breath. And worst of all, it has no skin. Its muscles, veins, and sinews lie exposed and glistening, blood-black and raw under the pale light of the moon. The people of the Orkney Isles believed that the Nuckelavee was no ordinary demon, but a spirit of plague and famine. When its rank breath swept inland, crops withered in the fields, cattle sickened, and human flesh blistered. In an age where disease came from nowhere and hunger struck without warning, the Nuckelavee was seen as the hand of doom itself. Yet it was not an unstoppable terror. Like many creatures of the deep, it bore a single weakness. The Nuckelavee despised fresh water. Streams and rivers formed barriers it could not cross, giving the desperate islanders at least one defense against its pursuit. Many tales tell of lone wanderers chased by the beast, only to survive by plunging across a rushing brook, leaving the demon raging helplessly on the other side. But woe to those caught in open land, far from the safety of streams. Few ever lived to tell of such an encounter. The most famous story comes from a man named Tammuz, who swore he once felt the hot, fetid breath of the Nuckelavee on his neck. He fled in terror, his path lit by moonlight, and only by a stroke of fortune did he cross a small rivulet just as the beast reached for him. Tammuz survived, but his retelling left the people of Orkney certain the Nuckelavee was real, and it hunted the living. In folklore, the creature was also bound to the mysterious mother of the sea, an ancient spirit who kept the demon under her control. When she slumbered in summer, the Nuckelavee roamed freely, spreading terror across land and shore. Winter, however, brought her watchful gaze once more, and the demon returned to the depths. Perhaps this cycle was the islanders' way of explaining why disaster struck some seasons, and not others. To the people who told these stories, the Nuckelavee was not a metaphor. It was a warning, a reminder that nature itself is hostile, that seas can vomit forth horrors beyond reason, and that some evils cannot be slain only endured. So the next time you hear the crash of waves in the dark, or feel the wind cut sharp with salt, remember the skinless rider of the Orkney coast. For in the folklore of the sea, some demons never drown. Join the society and stay curious. The shadows are listening.